Well, we've got more fun from Avangar. See how this smoke will land. There's a second one to go with it. Nice flashbang as well. Ethan will eat the chain flash though. There's going to be the first frag for him anyway. Starts to fall back. More flashes coming through. Stan trying to track. There's a big gap in those smokes. Ethan still on the site, can play double peek of his teammates. Pop, pop. Ethan's trying to kill everybody now. Kika and Jame remain. This is not the start they were looking for.
Yeah, this is really tough. If only they had a Molotov or something to deal with Ethan, but he seems to be just owning it from this position. Jame, though, will return one headshot onto Tarek. Jame trying to also cover the crossover position and the key cut as well. There's not too much that they can do. Too many men.
There will be one Krieg for Buster. Oh, key cut's been taken out by Cirque with the scouts immediately. Two smokes for up. Buster's lurking outside B at the moment. Tarek tried to make a play, but I'm sure he will emerge eventually. Trying to line up for the window. Stanislaus by the car position. Poking and prodding, trying to get that info, but there are two fast kills for Evil Geniuses. They haven't lost a player just yet. Finally, Stanislaus goes down with the AWP, no less, of James. Stuck by the door. Surely he's going to get flanked. Running now towards default spot, but they are overwhelmed with Evil Geniuses players. He's got stuck on a reload as well, so EG didn't give Avangar the opportunities. And Breeze has two flashes, so he can flash behind Cirque as the T start to push. There's a T flash, two on the low ground. He's seen an arm. He'll take Buster out, and Kikut's pretty close. He has support though, as a team kill actually, but as long as they hold, then that's going to be the main thing. Tarek stops the bomb from being planted for the time being. They're lining up. They're stuck behind the whatever those bags of thingies are, in front of the smoke grenade on occasion, like that. So that's what he was trying to fish for. There's Jame now getting off angle for Cirque, and he tries to tag the second sniper in Stanislaus, doesn't quite hit the mark on that occasion. So finally, there's something for Avangar. They've got the 5 versus 4. James got to be careful about that if he drops that smoke grenade, because people have started to spray those doors. So there's the odd person who drops the fadeaway. So they have a few seconds to move away from the position. Anyway, they could keep pursuing the long position, the short position, sorry. Kika is outside long, and Breeze is making a forward play just to find out what's going on there. So that's going to be a very quick engagement, and now there's loads of problems for EG. Tarek is alone. We've got Adreni, he's got a hit off a 1 versus 1, but he can't see the players coming. You can feel the sense of urgency. Sanji could be in trouble though if Tarek goes a little deeper.
Really well played by Avangar to at least guarantee the bomb plant here, but EG indeed will still have a defense that they can go for a retake from Sanji. Always got to hit that straight away, and it's just going to be down to Kika and Jane. They are very, very low on HP here. There is no utility remaining for EG to actually get rid of these short players, so it's just the straight up aim battles. Tarek pushing into an off angle, goes for the spray. Kika with the
So there may be questions as to what the real intentions are. I think if it may be hopping into CT, and at the same time he has indeed. That's a great way to trade. And now there's nervousness towards the B bomb site. Adren creeping, trying to find a CT. And Cirque will probably peak eventually. And here comes the harassment towards B. So Adren stopping the issues that they had in the previous rounds. We see adjustment now from Avangar, but they still need to make their way in. 16 seconds, they're still stuck by the choke points. The smoke is still up. Sanji goes through the door, loses the bomb, and the same thing is happening as happened last time. They went for this kind of split. James gets a kill. He's still alive somehow. He's looking for it. James going crazy now. Find himself 3 kills, but there's no time to plant the bomb, or barely even time to pick it up. Looking extremely comfortable right now. This is looking like a devastating half for Avangar, even though we're only 50% of the way through the half. It just doesn't look like they're getting anywhere close to maybe even planting a bomb.
Yeah, it's not looking good. So they will be mostly dealt with here. Oh, actually, that said, a couple unsuspecting kills, and suddenly it's a 2 versus 3. This is actually now already one of the better rounds in terms of just the spots that they're in, but it seems that Stanislaus found a timing on Jame. Adren with the M4 now against 3 players. He's got no Kevlar, no HP. Make it hurt a little bit more here for EG before he goes down, and he will be unsuccessful.
It does, but it also means that you probably have to change stuff as well and do even more work.
Oh, Ethan, is he actually going through this? That's so brave. Really calling the bluff there, and it's put Tarek in a very difficult position by himself. That said, he finds the 1v1. Repositioning looked expert from Tarek, but he will finally go down. 3 versus 3 here for Avangar, and Stan's looking for a timing again. And it's not going to work out. Jame covers. A flashbang did go through. Stan had a good chance of getting a kill there, but instead it gets worse for EG. Maybe it's a chance here finally for Avangar.
Buster with an off angle. Does Breeze look a lot further? He does. He's going to do it, but Buster's still unable to get the kill. Breeze has got a fair amount of help, actually. Jame is brought over as well. And Circuit seems wants to eliminate Sanji. He knows he's behind double stack somewhere, but I don't think he's going to be able to win this one. Oh, he's seen the elbow at the very least. I think he did flick towards the body, though. I think he's going for a headshot. If he just shot the elbow, I think Sanji would have actually died there, but never mind. He'll try to rotate away, Cirque, but he will be taken out by Buster. This is a nice two-man setup. It's always nice to pay attention to rifle support for an AWP. Breeze popping out with a flashbang. James loses his angle, doesn't go back to it, but he will hold some kind of angle. In the meantime, it's a brief walk. Here we go. Burst. It's ATK style, just bursting straight into the B bomb site. Stan creates a smoke for himself. But what can he really do? He needs to buy time. Tarek is here to help, or he's somewhere to help. Gets a long-range shot. Actually, no, killed James. Elsewhere on the map, the bomb's been dropped. Stanislaus still in the smoke. How is this? How they're going to lose the round? Finally, he's taken out, but it's instant trades, leaving Adrenaline with a Krieg. He knows that one of the players is by the window. He hears Breeze. The bait is there.
Yeah, both, very much abusing contact plays. I think that was a super smart round. I think Avangar unlucky, and
seems Evil Geniuses thrive in the anarchy around smoke grenades, and Avangar just causing them problems that they can't really deal with. Tarek looking for the highlight reel, looking for the content. Buster and Kika remain. This is still doable for them. Buster on the site. They don't know where the CTs are. There is a long rotation for a lot of them. They still have no idea. Very nervous times. EG wondering what's happening. Stan goes for a poke and a prod through long, and he'll be eliminated. Now it's a 2 versus 2. The utility still coming through for EG. They start to spread though, waiting for focus on the bomb. 1v1. Ethan on the low ground. That's pretty rough for him. 48 HP, 23 seconds to plant the bomb. He's got Ethan. How has he won that one in most of these rounds?
Yeah, it seems as though Avangar don't have anybody really stepping up.
It's a well-timed incendiary from Circle. Will it be in response when the smoke starts to come out? No, it'll just be before. She's forcing Sanji from his position. Not just Sanji either. Oh, Kika is playing it slow with 1 HP. That's a big opening. Evil Genius is trying to be proactive, but it'll cost him on this occasion. Cirque moving forward now, point of no return, no kill for him either. And that's the A-bomb site completely taken for Avangar.
Maybe Tarek has something to say at the end of this one. He is in a great position, and oh, he does pick up one, but the trade's through. Like at the edge of the diving board, and then just like
yeah,
walking back. Another tag from James. Damn, this is looking pretty bad for EG, all things considered, though. With the HP as it is, it should be okay for them to close it out, and they will indeed make the call after all. Get into that B-bomb side, it's completely open. I don't know that there's a... Is there a flash for Ethan there? I don't think that there is. Stan will wrap around the back, but the smokes will make things... It actually could help him, because maybe they think that there's a time here where it's actually safe to look away from that smoke.
Well, this is going to be pretty hard. Stan makes his way through. Oh my god, Stan, he's found 2 already, but he's finally taken out. And that's going to be a very brief end. 5-10 for Evil Geniuses at half-time, and we will see you very shortly after the break. But look at them lining up, Evil Geniuses. They're just creeping. They're like thugs on road. Angry motorcycle gang. Trying to charge up that long position. There'll be a trade. Plenty of headshots for Breeze Sanji on a low ground now, as there's plenty of flashbangs from Evil Geniuses. One team which did buy utility. And the bomb will be planted. 2 players on the site, 2 players not. Cirque picked off by Adren, who continues to push from the long position. Sanji still in the smoke. There's going to be some issues. A nice snap from Sanji, and that's 2. And that leaves Breeze alone in a 1 versus 3 in his pistol. Players coming in from short, long, and close to Sanji as well as the first headshot for Breeze. Looking for more, looking for the 1 taps. He's just dancing around from player to player. He's only got 2 bullets left. There's only 1 now, and that's his bullets gone. He gets his reload in, though. Still alive for the time being. Still dancing, but they will eventually overwhelm him. And it was a essential round for Avangar. 2 smokes for the cross. There's a crouch peek. They're doing it the hard way. There's only 1 flashbang, which is for Cirque. That's it. Adren starts to creep. Stan looking in the corner of the smoke. It's a jiggle from Adren, but he doesn't win the duel. And now there's just low ground for the CT. Suddenly this is super awkward. James to 1 HP, standing in front of the flames as well. Oh, that's not a good idea. This has just become brittle, extremely brittle. It's in a matter of seconds. James trying to fall back now. What has happened on the A-bomb site?
Yeah, EG have managed to find a plan. That's really great from them. But holding down Catwalk is the next. My god. Cirque holding the angle from the ramp there. It's going to be very tough now. Just Cirque left alive the AK, and Buster's owned everyone.
3-man aggression from Avangar towards long. They get the early incendiary, but Evil Genius is going to smoke it, and Push is going to burst with the numbers, expecting the CTs to fall back, catching them off guard. Beautiful. That's the round shut down. The bomb's planted on A, and the CT still have to try and defend B, just for survival. Buster, can he hold on to the Krieg? He can't. That's a big pickup for Evil Geniuses especially. Evil Genius, look at this response. Straight through the middle doors with a crossfire. Cirque takes that Buster immediately. That's one of the AWPs gone.
Yeah, it will be collected, I think, by Sanji, who's on that B-bomb side, but he's not in the best position. Along with the north there, nice push from Kika, really using that FAMAS to maximum impact. And now what do? It slows down towards B, and again, that orb is posted up there. Sanji with that orb will take down Ethan, and it doesn't look like Evil Geniuses have any kind of a timing here. They have to force their way in. Brute force. Nothing else really can work for them, and they are getting just slowed down at every turn.
Somehow Breeze has made it to the car position though, with a smoke at the front, but there's a molly for that. And now he's going to be, oh, is he going to be forced forward? Maybe he's not, he's going to kill everybody from there. This round just keeps turning around. 1 minute, there's so much time on the clock. Fiji just keep waiting. Do Avangar send one player towards A?
My God, that was just disgusting, wasn't it? So fast from Stan. Kika will make his way through with an AWP against 2 players. This really doesn't look like it's going to work out. That maybe had to be the pick to go, and it just doesn't really seem to be happening for Kika. The flick missed as well. He is lucky to actually be alive.
The close range smokes. Will there be a flash? Sanji will swing. How many is he going to get? 3! That is absolutely devastating. Kika moves into a position to stop the bomb from being planted. Stan creeping around it. I mean, those smokes have been favourable for him in most cases, but James has a great angle. As Stan looks one way, James takes him out from another. The bomb's down by that goose. It's at the feet of the goose. It's a nice flick from Cirque. He has 30 seconds to do this. Looking for more engagement. Goes for the bad plant, the safest plant there is. We've got James on long, so Circle, oh, never mind. We got a Kobe from Buster to shut everything down.
And that means Adren abandoned long, and look at that. 3 players have crept out long. Beautiful timing from EG. What a round so far from them. This big swing gets caught by Jamie. He's on fire, but he's still able to do the damage. 2 kills isn't enough.
Almost something like that. Okay, we've got a deep smoke. That is going to be the saving grace. I think he got caught on the wall, but somehow still survived, Cirque. Goes for the long plant as well. Ethan has the AWP on the site. Smoke executes. A little variation, actually, to what Avangar like to do. So they can't see what's going on the low ground, but there is an instant trade from James, which is something for Avangar, looking for more over the smoke. Circle, he shot down to 27, and James is forced away. He's got support in that long position. He'll have range, so EG may have to focus on the short area while James is still alive on long.
Yeah, just James' presence, though, is really amazing because it does allow Adren to creep up close with the UMP. Ethan in middle is locking it down, and that might just kill everything. Adren has to get a kill on the site. He can't do it in James now. There's too much distance to cover, so it's impossible. And he just needs to keep the AWP alive. But they know that he's here. He's got to keep this AWP alive. It's not going to be free. He must hear Sanasaur running around. He hears them both running around at this point. Which way does he look first? They've got to guarantee the trade. Very well played by Evil Genius. Keycut, slight gap there. Tarek takes one down in the B-bomb side. Does that give Evil Geniuses a sense of comfort? The timing from Keycut is really strong. He only gets a single kill, though.
Ooh, okay, well, Buster is making it doable, but it's not really likely, is it? And now Adren is alone. He'll get taken out immediately, and it'll be 16-10 for Evil Geniuses.